Hello, everybody. We are live on Facebook and other places, I believe, Instagram and YouTube. But welcome to this event. I'm really excited to have the speakers and poets and musicians and artists at this event honoring Cesar Chavez and the movement that him and Dolores Huerta started and led. And, you know, thank you everyone for being here. That's in the Zoom meeting, and looking forward to the rest of this event. So, before I start rambling on and on, let's have everyone kind of introduce themselves, starting with Tino.
Good evening. My name's Tino Reyes, um, poet, singer, activist, hip hop artist. I'm working for the county right now. I helped with the homeless project last year. That was really awesome. I've done substitute teaching, and right now I'm doing classes online for substance abuse counseling.
Awesome. All right, Adid Medina. If you're there, feel free to introduce yourself. You may have stepped away from the computer, just like Geo Om stepped away. But Geo Om, how about you introduce yourself? Oh no, never mind. Adid is here on mute. Adid.
Hi everyone, my name is Heidi Medina and I am a poet, spoken word artist from here in Fresno, California, originally from Salinas, California, daughter of the UFW, very proud daughter of La Unión de Campesinos. My father was an organizer, Miguel Medina, lifetime organizer, and we spent quite a lot of time in La Paz while my father was training to be an organizer. So to me, this day is not just about honoring someone who's made our lives much more, gave my parents a much more more justice in their lives and their livelihood and their work. But the Chavez family, very special to my heart, and was very blessed to be in La Paz for that time as a child. And so every time that I get asked to speak on this day, it's very meaningful because I don't think I could ever give back as much as the Chavez family, the movement, La Unión gave to our family, and really made everything made made my father raise us in the way that he did. He learned a lot uh, in the union and in the movement, and I'm very grateful for it. And so I feel really happy to be here today sharing with you guys a poem from my heart to everybody,
Okay.
because La Unión es una familia.
All right. Cool. Thank you for the introduction. Gio, want to introduce yourself?
What's up, guys? I'm Rio. I'm a musician and I'm Hindu. And I'm ready for the cause.
All right. A little hard to hear you. What did you say? Can you say that into the microphone?
What's up, guys? I'm Gio. I'm Hindu. I'm a musician and I'm here to support the cause.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right. Suzanne, are you there? Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Good. I'm Suzanne. I'm with the Democrats, and I'm a retired public health worker, and I am also a colleague at work with one of our presenters, Roberto Bustos, El Capitan.
Awesome. Okay. How about Lori?
Hi, good evening, everybody. My name is Lori De Leon. More people know me as Lori Huerta de Leon. I am one of Dolores's eldest daughters, kind of eldest by proxy, because I did have an older sister, and unfortunately, she suffered from mental illness and passed away several years ago. So I've always kind of been older by proxy because of that. I was one of the I was the youngest official member of the Farm Workers Union. even before it was a union, and when they had first started a credit union. So I grew up in the movement, working, in the offices, walking picket lines, going out on boycotts. We were on boycotts in several different cities, San Francisco, and Brooklyn, and then Manhattan later. So the first and second boycotts. I worked in La Paz as first as one of Caesar's personal assistant between the different departments that the union had set up. I was the liaison between a lot of the nonprofit entities, which was at that point would have been the Farm Workers Health Group. We had a clinic in Salinas and a couple of other places throughout the state. We also had campesino centers where we had 28 offices throughout California that did direct services for farm workers. Another entity was the National Farm Workers Service Center that managed a lot of the land and holdings, which then later developed the Radio Campesina and a lot of the housing projects, which now are under the entity of the Cesar Chavez Foundation. And that also included the 40 acres in Delano. Hi, Lucia. And Lucia Vasquez, I see, whose family was the first official members of the Farm Workers Union, from if memory serves me correct. Later on, I went to a paralegal school that was established by Cesar. He always had, always educated people and had different schools going on, from the contract negotiations to contract administration to office administration, the paralegal school, a mechanic school, carpenter school. So he always wanted to, educate, the younger people, so that, they could take, their place in helping the union thrive. Since that time, after Caesar's passing, I was acting director for the Cesar Chavez Foundation for a couple of years, and then joined the Dolores Huerta Foundation, which I have served in various capacities, first in programming, and then for about 13, 14 years, served as the business manager and HR manager. And now in the last year, I've gone to start working on developing an archive department, so we can capture, the history, not only Dolores Huerta's history, but the history of the good work that the Dolores Huerta Foundation is doing.
Thank you so much, Lori. Vincent. Vincent, want to introduce yourself? We're introducing ourselves right now before we kind of get into the program.
Sure, Gus. My name is Vincent Mendez. I'm an instructor at Fresno City College. I'm a art instructor. I teach Chicano art and the visual arts. I've been there about 30 years or so. But I was say that my parents were active as far as the United Farm Worker March in 1965. They also housed 3 people. They asked if their doors could be open to the people that were walking. So